name is Rachel, and I'm here to tell you about a few exciting new releases coming out today, November 15th, 2016. And first up, we have a young adult mystery with a beautiful cover. I love the color with this. It's just, I wish I could paint a room in my house this color. But anyway, it's called This Is Our Story by Ashley Elston. And like I said, this is a young adult mystery novel that follows the story of 5 boys who leave to go hunting in the woods and only 4 return. So who shot this boy? What happened out there in the woods? Maybe something's being hidden due to some political favors by somebody in the community or a family member of one of the boys. A local senior girl decides that she's going to do some digging. She's currently working as an intern for the DA, and she does some digging, like I said, and discovers that maybe it wasn't an accident after all, as the boys who survived have been saying. So this sounds awesome. I love the young adult mysteries. I think they're great, so I'm excited for this one. Another one that I am excited for, let's do the other young adult one that I have. It's called Girl in the Picture by Alexandra Monier, I think, and this looks really good. This follows the story of this high school girl who was kind of shy in high school. She was friends with some of the popular kids, but she kind of hung back, just really wasn't in the spotlight. And then after school, I believe once they've graduated, the heartthrob, the big teen heartthrob from high school is found murdered in the woods by the school. And the only piece of evidence really attached to this case is a photo of him with a girl. And it turns out that our main character, who was so shy in high school, is the girl in the photo with this popular boy. And now we have to figure out if she was involved, if her current roommate, I think is the connection with her, who was dating the dead boy, was involved. All kinds of craziness. And it's told, I believe, through alternating points of view. So we get to see kind of all around this crazy drama to find out who killed the heartthrob from the high school. So this sounds really good. I'm excited to pick this one up. Again, I love the teen mysteries. I have another one that's technically marketed for teens, but after reading some of the comments, I'm not sure how teeny-ish it is. I don't know. We'll see. It's called The Nerdy and the Dirty by B.T. Godfred. And this is about a girl who is basically a secret nymphomaniac, who, again, very quiet and subdued, and people don't know this about her, but she kind of suppresses all of her urges. And a boy who's kind of marked as a nerd, but he knows deep down that he's got a lot of potential, no matter what anybody says about him. And these two end up at the same like vacation resort or something over their winter break, and I bet you can imagine what happens. So I'm interested with this. Again, it was kind of marketed towards young adult, but again, in the comments I heard that there was some pretty graphic scenes, if you get my drift. So I'm not sure if it's appropriate for what I would consider a young adult audience, but we'll see. I'll have to give this one a try and see what I think. Another one that I'm excited for is called Only Love Can Break Your Heart by Ed Tarkington. This is coming out in paperback today, and I've heard about this before. I love this title. It sounds like a really weird story, and from the reviews I read, this hits on a little bit of everything. So I don't know what to expect with this. I think it's going to be a crazy ride. But basically, it follows the story of this boy who grew up looking up to his older brother, and then his older brother ends up almost killing him and leaving him for dead in the woods, and then disappears with his girlfriend. And he struggles to deal with this most of his life, and then he ends up in this affair with this neighbor girl who is like 10 years older than him and really rich, and I don't know if it's that family or somebody, but there's like a murder mystery involved, and it just seems crazy, and it sounded very Romeo and Juliet, like a plague on both your houses, because this affair and everything that's happened, I guess, leads to the destruction of both of these families. So This sounds like a crazy book, but I am interested to try it out and go along for the ride and see what happens. Another one that I'm excited for today that I was a little surprised to see, but it makes sense after I read about it. Johnny Cash has a new book out, which I thought was a little weird, but it is a collection of the poems that he wrote that have never been published. So they put them all together, and it's called Forever Words, and I think that sounds really awesome. And again, that's by Johnny Cash. And two other books that I'm super excited for that are coming out today that probably don't need a lot of talking up. The first one is the paper-bound edition of Tales from the Shadowhunter Academy by Cassandra Clare and a few other authors. This is just a collection of short stories about the Shadowhunter Academy within the Immortal Instruments world. And I know these were released in ebook form earlier, and you kind of had to get all of them separately, so I'm excited now that there's a paper copy that I can purchase for the library because my students really love that series. I'm also really excited for Anna Kendrick's book called Scrappy Little Nobody, and from what I can tell, it's just a collection of essays that she's written, but I think she's really funny, so I'm looking forward to that. So those are my top picks for today. If you were excited about any of these or any others that you'd like to share, please let us know down below. As always, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a good day. Don't spend all your money at the bookstore today. I will see you later with another video soon. Bye for now.